Hello friends, this is Bharat from team CP Corp. Today we are going to see compressibility in great detail. Compressibility. Compressibility, which I denoted it by beta. Now compressibility, as I in my previous video, as I already described, beta is equal to 1 by k. So 1 by k. K. What is k here? It's bulk modulus. Bulk modulus, which is given by change in pressure upon change in volume to the original volume with a negative sign. All these details were seen in previous videos. Now, compressibility. There are 3 points which I am going to describe about it. Compressibility. First, it's a property of any fluid. Why I'm talking about fluid only, I'll tell it about later. Property. And second, beta, that is compressibility. I'm going to tell 3 main points. First, it is a property of any fluid. Second, as you can see here, as long as beta is equal to minus of dV by V by E, as long as we are going to increase the pressure, the compressibility of any medium will goes on decreasing. This is the second point. And third point is what is asked in ES exams. The compressibility of air is about 20,000 times of that of water. It is asked in ES exam. How it is 20,000, I will prove it later. Now, compressibility. Compressibility can also be realized by a simple example. If you go on taking apple or any other food items, first of all, you will take it more. Then by taking it again and again, will be some point that you are not going to take it anymore. Means by increasing food, your hungerness goes on decreasing. Similarly, beta is inversely proportional to 1 by P. As you increase the pressure again and again, the compressibility of any fluid is decreased again and again. This is also a ES objective question. Remember this. My lectures will solely be based upon the questions. I'm not going to delve into the details about it. You can also read it in books which we have provided in the cpcore.ml website. Now, important derivation. Suppose a system at V1, after some time it goes V2, and the pressure P. Okay. Since what we know that density is equal to mass upon volume, or mass is equal to density into volume. In a piston cylinder device such like this, when we put up air or fluid, any fluid in this, since there are no valves, the fluid inside this will remain as it is. So the mass will be constant for this process. Constant. Now differentiate this equation. After differentiating the above equation, what we are gonna get? we have written mass is equal to rho v. Differentiating this will give 0. Rho dm is equal to 0 du plus v by v, or it can also be written as dv by v is equal to minus of d rho by rho. Highlight this because we are going to take it in the next step. dv by v is equal to minus of d rho by rho, and since we know that beta is equal to 1 upon k, or dp minus of dv by v, putting this equation here, we are gonna get d rho by rho upon dp, most important equation. Beta is equal to d rho dp. As I stated earlier that p and beta are inversely proportional, you can see here, but what we have taken new in this, that the density also varies. So there are two conditions arises: incompressible fluids, incompressible, compressible. What are incompressible? Incompressible are those which have density constant throughout any process, and what are compressible? Whose density does not remain constant. Now we are gonna do some more calculation based on these points. Compressible, incompressible. For incompressible, have a look. What I density is equals to constant. So beta is equal to 1 upon k is equal to dp d rho rho. Since density is equal to constant, so derivation of it will also be 0. So beta is equal to 0 for incompressible fluids. Now for compressible, density doesn't remain constant. So beta 1 by k d rho dp. This formula will be applicable throughout compressible fluids calculation. Now the next topic, means subtopic, is very important because it will help you to gain marks in objective questions in ES as well as in GATES. What we are gonna do is to find the compressibility of gas, or air under different situations, like what will be the compressibility when the process is take it isobaric, when the process is isochoric, when the process is isothermal, when the process is adiabatic. So now we are going to find the compressibility of a gas when the process is isobaric, when the process is isochoric, when the process is isothermal and adiabatic. Isobaric, I hope you know, pressure constant, isochoric, volume constant, isothermal, temperature constant, adiabatic, no heat transfer. Now we'll take it one by one. As beta is equal to 1 by k dP minus of dV by V. Now look, when the pressure is constant, then dP will be 0. dP will be 0 when pressure constant. dP will be 0. It means beta tends to infinity. Second, when volume is constant, isochoric process, beta is equal to minus of dV by V by dP. dV will be 0 since it's a constant volume process, so change in volume is 0. We can say that beta is equal to 0. Now for the next isothermal and adiabatic, we have to prove the value of beta. Now we are going to calculate this. This is pretty simple. For pressure constant and volume constant, value of beta will be infinity and 0 for these two conditions, but for isothermal it is slightly different, slightly or completely different. Isothermal, temperature constant. Now we know that PV is equal to RT, or P is equal to 1 by V RT. 1 by V can be written as rho if it's specific volume, and P is equal to rho RT, or we can say that P by rho is equal to constant. Since R is a constant, T is already constant, so its a whole can be written as constant. So P by rho is equal to constant, that is P is equal to rho C. Now we are going to differentiate this equation. dP is equal to d rho C, or dP by d rho is equal to constant. We have already seen a formula where we relate compressibility with density. So we are going to put this in that equation. That is beta is equal to 1 by k is equal to minus of dV by V on dP, or dP d rho by rho, dP by d rho in this value here. Beta is equal to 1 by rho dP by d rho. dP by d rho is constant. Beta 1 by constant, dP by d rho can also be written as P by rho. Since dP by d rho is a constant, so the pressure and density ratio will be remain same. So pressure and density ratio remains same, hence beta dP rho d rho dP by d rho is constant by rho, that constant K, rho by C, K isothermal, C means pressure absolute. This is the final result. So remember, for isothermal process, K isothermal, pressure absolute, and beta 1 by beta isothermal. Remember this. Now the last, for adiabatic conditions. For adiabatic. Adiabatic, the general equation adiabatic is PV gamma is equal to constant, or we can say that P 1 by rho gamma is equal to constant. Okay, fine. Then similarly, process differentiated Tp by d rho. P is equal to rho power gamma constant, then differentiated. Gamma rho gamma minus 1, that's a constant C. Now again, beta is equal to 1 by k is equal to d rho dp. Put this value here, 1 by rho c gamma rho gamma minus 1, or k beta 1 by k d rho by dp by 1 by rho. Put this value from here. Final, what you are going to get finally for adiabatic, beta 1 by beta is equal to 1 k adiabatic is gamma times of pressure. And remember that pressure is absolute pressure here. I will tell you more about the absolute and different pressure, gauge pressure, later on in the next videos, but this time remember this. Oh, hope you like this video. Please like us, and in the next video I'm going to tell more about viscosity. Okay.